Testing 1, 2. 1, 2. Two, one, two. Ladies and gentlemen, this is not a test. This is DFG's Corner Emporium every Tuesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Join the fun with myself, Chocolate Pearl, Apple, and Beanie. Join the fun. If you want to get on, I'll put the Zoom link in YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. This is DFG in the place to be. Just checking, just doing a quick sound check with the most respect. Good evening and welcome everyone tonight. This is DFG, the man with the golden voice, the lady's choice, and of course, smooth as a Rolls Royce. I'm coming to you live from the 571 where I'm having fun and I'm getting things done. I'm hoping everybody today is having a good day on this December 24th, 2024, 12/24/24. Tomorrow is Christmas, and hopefully you get everything you want. Hopefully Santa sees you under the tree, or if you don't believe in Santa, hopefully your people got you something for Christmas. I'm not gonna really talk about anything tonight. It's gonna be a pretty short show. I'm just trying to get stuff on and get it in. As you can see, everybody's probably out, you know, singing carols tonight, stocking stuff in, and getting all those things in order. On the board with me tonight is Miss Kim. She's down in lovely Statesboro, Georgia, enjoying her family. How are you doing this evening, Miss Kim?
I'm exhausted tonight. I'm tired, but I wanted to be here to support. I wanted to be here to support.
Okay, that's. I know you had a long trip. I know you had a long trip, so I don't want
Very
you to.
long.
I don't want you to overexert yourself.
I understand.
Oh, hold on. Okay. That's I gotta be smarter than the equipment. Okay.
Are you able to hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. I can hear you perfectly. I couldn't hear me, and it started coming back. So, if you can say what you were saying earlier about, I know you got stuck on your flight going down. How's everything? How's everything now? Are you relaxing?
Now I am. Got here. We went to dinner. And then went to visit my oldest daughter, new place. Came back to the youngest daughter place and did some meal prepping for tomorrow. So I'm laying on the couch now.
Okay, good, good, good. Well, I'm not really talking about anything today. I'm just, with all the stuff that's going on and we're going into a new year, we averted a disaster that would have been the federal government shutting down. And, I talked to you about that earlier last week about how I would they were rushing. We had to rush in and turn in our time cards, but we didn't know whether we were going to be in work on Monday. Well, late Friday night, they got everything done. Last Friday night, they got everything done, and we're back where the government's going to work for at least 3 more months. Now, with that, the president-elect is wasn't happy because they didn't raise the debt ceiling. Now they didn't. He knows they needed to do it, but he wanted to do it under the current administration's book, so he can blame them. So now everything else is going to happen. Everything else is going to happen is going to happen on his watch. He's, I'm going to say it like this, and people might get upset at me, but what the hell? I hope he does everything he says he's going to do, and God not gonna. I mean, if he does everything he says he's going to do, we are going. we are going to suffer. There's no ifs, ands, around about. But one thing we can't say is that the people who voted that person in, they're gonna be suffering right along with us. And I mean, I told you so ain't gonna be enough, but we just have to prepare. We just have to prepare because hell, we were broke at one time, so we being broke is not a deal
It's
breaker. You
definitely
just
not
learn.
new.
Yeah, it's you definitely got to learn when you have to do what you have to do to make it happen. So I can I don't like being broke, but I can live with being broke. What I can't live with is all of this nonsense going around, people not believing things called facts and data and statistics. They're not doing that. So it's one of those things that we would like to see happen, but hey, like I said, if he keeps his promises, we'll find out the hard way because we went down with the F around part. Mm. So what did you have for dinner?
Well, here they just recently opened the Texas Roadhouse, and my cousin Maurice Jackson is the manager. So I definitely had to go there, but I missed him. He had just left.
Oh,
So it's nice. A lot of things have changed just over the past couple of months, how they have built new restaurants on one side of town. So I told Nina tomorrow we just gonna have to ride around and she gonna have to show me the town because a lot of stuff is unfamiliar to me
no,
now.
I,
So
I understand things. We all the only thing constant is change. Things change all the time. We just have to be able to roll with the punches. And once we get to the age of get off our lawns, then we might have an issue. Um, I look at it as progress is progress. It may be a millimeter, it may be a mile, but progress is still progress as long as we're not going backwards. And that's kind of where people want to see this country go is backwards to a certain time where certain demographics weren't welcome and certain groups didn't have rights or didn't have rights respected because the infamous Dred Scott decision in 1857 was Justice Roger Taney said that the black man has no rights that whites are bound to respect, and unfortunately, almost 200 years later, that hasn't changed much. It seems. Joining
yeah.
us, go ahead, Kim.
No, I was just gonna agree with you. That's all.
Well, we got the sweetest Snapple lady, the New York City lady, Miss Apple. Miss Apple, welcome to the show. This is going to be an abbreviated show, but I'm glad that you came on as one of my co-hosts. Come on, talk to the world, Ad.
Hey everybody, Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. If not, happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Definitely, definitely. What you cooking tomorrow, App, or you got the gremlin doing it?
Um, I'm not cooking anything, but then I thought about making a homemade chicken pot pie, a la our little sister. I'm gonna try my hand in it because she's the one that does the pies and stuff like that and quiches and whatnot. So I said maybe I'll try to do one, but I don't really do big cooking on Christmas because I do all the cooking on Thanksgiving and New Year. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I got you, and you do it well. If I must say, I'm kind of biased, but hey, hey, I know what good cooking is, and there are very few people in my family who can't cook, so I'm happy about that. Um, as for me, I got a ham in the oven right now. Doing green beans and mac and cheese, not the 12 cheese like Chocolate Pearl does, but I did a couple of cheeses. You know how that is.
that
Um,
sounds delicious.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, and those are only things my sons will eat anyway. But you gotta
This is
cook. You got to give the people what they
what
want.
they want. This is true. True.
Oh man, yeah. Trust me, I got a story about our mother. When I lived in El Paso, um, she made a ham, and she used to like to watch the cooking channel all the time. That was her favorite. That was her favorite station, the cooking channel. I had it on all the time. And she did a glaze with cinnamon on it, and my kids looked at that was like, "We're not eating that." They didn't say that. Of course, they weren't going to tell Nana that, but and I looked at my mother and was like, "Ma, they ain't gonna eat that. My kids are not. You put cinnamon on a ham, Ma. Ain't nobody gonna eat that."
They indeed did not eat it. I know my nephews. They looked at her like she was crazy.
Yeah, I said these are not your other grandchildren. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But
She
it
was
was all
always experimenting in the kitchen, and sometimes it was really good, and sometimes it was like, what,
what
you
was you
know?
thinking? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But your nephews is like picky eaters. Not like me. I'm a picky eater. I pick food. I eat food. But that's neither here nor there. Just but it's always good. I find cooking is more therapeutic. When I was stationed in Tennessee, back when I was still in the military. Hold on. Um, when I was back in Tennessee, I would cook for my frat brothers whenever they came by our house because it just felt good feeding people. And
yeah,
when you can, you do. And it's just something that it's therapeutic. It's something therapeutic about being in the kitchen and
definitely.
being that and doing those things that when you see people eat your food, because you know how our family is. We don't eat our own food.
Never. I don't know why I don't eat my food. I'll be like, I said, you sure? But I'll eat my siblings' food. I really would. I'll eat y'all food. But my food, I'm like,
Yeah,
okay. Like y'all
yeah.
say
Well,
it's good, but I don't. It's funny. I got a story. Hello.
hey,
Hey,
what's going
Sissy.
on, Beanie? Is Bean Girl on coming taking a red day on? Merry Christmas Eve to you, Beanie.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
Apple,
Christmas.
Apple's got a story for us. Go on, App.
My oldest son was supposed to come today, to visit me, for Christmas Eve or whatever. And prior to him coming, I told him, I said, well, I'm not cooking on Christmas Eve or Christmas. Lo and behold, my son decides to call me this morning and say, Ma, I'm sick. So I'm not saying it wasn't the truth, he was very convincing, but he does work in the theater.
But
So,
he's an actor, though.
he's
He's
an
an actor and a
actor.
producer and a director. Yeah, so yeah, he's good, and he's good,
He's
and he's
very
good.
good. He was
I
quite
mean,
convincing.
I'm not tooting his horn, but I've seen him, and he's very good. I was very. I mean, yeah, he was. He caught that. He caught anal glaucoma. He couldn't see his ass coming there tomorrow.
He said he must have thought about it like, wait, what do you mean you're not cooking? And he didn't make it here for Thanksgiving either. So I guess that was it for him. He was like, well, there's no reason for me to come. He said, I'll be there on Monday. Okay, so I'll see you on Monday, I guess, because I'm not cooking.
I understand that. I definitely understand that. It's just fun. It's just funny how we how things are, and now that our children are adults and they're adulting, and they see the other end of what we went through, the same when we were children, and we looked at our parents and was like, they got it easy. They grown. But once you get grown, you like, man, why ain't they tell me about this? The funny part is they did tell us about it. We just was too dumb to listen. We thought we
Really?
knew it all.
We thought we knew it all.
And now look at us. Now look at us, mad because we ain't kids. We ain't got responsibility
Yeah,
of a child anymore. We got to do adult stuff.
yeah. Youngest nephew is being a dad right now. He's sitting there. He's wrapping all the gifts for tomorrow. So he's doing it for his daughter, Beanie's granddaughter, and for my granddaughter. And the gremlin has two godchildren, so we got them some gifts as well. So he's in there doing all the gifts, and I'm very proud of him. He's standing up and being a dad. I said, look at you being an adult.
Yeah,
That's so
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Good looks can only get you but so far.
Yeah, would you tell him?
No, until he's an adult, until it's time to clean up all that dang wrapping paper.
Well, this is true. This is true.
That's why you need to just be like, look, you start something, you finish it. But I can't complain because I'll leave stuff in a minute. But I'll pick it up later, just on my
later.
time.
Yeah, later. That's not funny.
We
That's true.
Get it
But
over with.
You know what though, Bean? It's all in a process because y'all know I was sloppy growing up.
We all were.
And when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, then that's when you start doing stuff. And he hasn't reached that point yet. To where he's sick and tired of the mess and gotta clean up. Because once I started living on my own, I was like, ain't nobody to pick up after me.
Yeah, that's exactly it. No, even me, me, I was one of the laziest human beings on the planet coming up. Then you couldn't get me a clean. Well, you can't get me to cook now. I ain't got no kids in my house. I ain't cooking nothing. Like, so yeah, but now for some reason, I even go to other people's house to clean. I can't sit in it. Okay, I see a dish, I'm gonna wash it. Like, if you allow me, I'll wash your clothes too, and that's bad. Oh, you
But that's
got
not.
dirty clothes. You got laundry. You got to wash and dry it. Oh, I'm gonna sit here and wash and fold your clothes because I can't sit in it.
Yeah,
I can attest to that.
I know somebody on this calls like that. They ain't got nothing better if they got to be cleaning.
But that's the crazy thing. I don't even like to clean.
Who likes
I
to
don't
clean?
either. But I'll do it at somebody else's house.
Who likes to clean?
No. I'll go to somebody else. If you see right now all the mountain of stuff I got sitting on my bed with me.
You know what it is? Because you're familiar with your dirt. You're familiar with your mess. You don't want to sit in someone else's dirt and mess because you don't know what's in it. So that's what it is. That's that's what compels you to clean someone else's home. Like, okay, I can't sit in your dirt. I'm comfortable in my chaos, but your chaos is driving me crazy and I gotta fix it. That's what that is. Because I do the same thing. But you come in my room and it's like, all right, they have dressers and closets for all these clothes. Like, I'll do the laundry, I'll fold them up and I'll put it on a chair. Why I do that or the foot of the bed? Why I do that, I don't know, but it's my mess and leave me alone. Nobody got to be in here but me. But if I go to someone else's house and see something like that, I'm going to automatically grab hangers and start putting stuff away or whatever. So
I start organizing their place.
Right.
Start organizing their place. Your mess, you just be like, yeah, I'll get to it.
I'll get to it.
No, and then the crazy thing is, I had a friend visit me from South Carolina, and while they were here, I had to work. I came home, my home was organized, and I'm still trying to find things. I'm like, where did you put this? Where did you put that? And they like, everything has a place. I was like, yeah, in the place I put it. Like,
I know my mess, but I don't know your mess.
I don't know your mess, right?
They even organized my refrigerator. I'm like,
Oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
kind of that's kind of personal.
Like, what
No,
are
she
you
no,
not
she
going
called.
That's kind
mind
of
you?
personal. You don't mess with people's refrigerators.
And it's crazy because, mind you, he wasn't in the house by himself. This is at the time when both my children were in the house. So, I come home, I was like, y'all sat here and let this man just rearrange my house and didn't say anything. They was like, well, he was cleaning. I wasn't going to stop him.
That was less. The more cleaning he did, the less other people had to do.
Like,
That's how they was thinking. Those was my nephews, so I know how they think. I know I think. We have Miss Dreen on. What's going on, Miss Dreen? How you doing? Oh, she must have just. Oh, there she
Now
is.
I got to figure out on my phone. I was just going to ask for the iPad, how to type in there. I am well, a little tired from holiday festivities, but I am good.
Good, good. We're not really talking about anything. This is going to be a truncated show, but glad that you're on. One of my ardent and faithful fans or faithful contributors, because you're not fans. You're not a fan. You're a contributor because you do contribute. And I want to thank all my other contributors on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Instagram. I'm just glad that I'm allowed to have a platform and I have wonderful co-hosts and an excellent crowd that comes on with me every Tuesday. Um, One of the things that we were talking about earlier was just how people come and you know your mess, but you don't know somebody else's mess, and you have a when you don't see something right, you gotta something kicks into you, and you gotta have it's almost like a compulsion to clean somebody else's place.
I agree.
But the thing is though is that here's just my take on it. I think we do it because it gives us it's Apple said it's easier to clean somebody else's house than it is yours because you're used to your mess. And I can't agree with that anymore. But we do it because it takes our mind off of what we got at home. Because we procrastinate at home because we're at home. It's our stuff. Now we don't we don't we do all of us in here since we're grown. We're not just adults. We're grown. We all get to a point where we look at something in the house and it keeps looking at us and we just get mad at ourselves and just start cleaning. And then at the end we're like, why did I clean? But you're happy, but you're not happy because once you clean, your OCD starts kicking in, and you got to keep it clean. It takes a while for it to come. So you mad at yourself for cleaning your stuff, but because it's easy to clean somebody else's house because you ain't got to see it no more. You left it better than you found it. But when you got to clean your own, you got to keep it clean, and it ain't the what
the
we
best.
tend not to do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I feel when I don't know. I think it's a lot of me, as you know, because you're my brother. I lose my attention is like really my attention span is really short. It's like the size of a gnat. And so if I'm doing something or like when I read books and I get into it and y'all have whole conversations with me and I don't hear any of it because I'm focusing on that. And that's how I feel like if I'm somewhere, I think it is an anxiety thing also. Like I'm feeling anxious. Okay, let me get up and go wipe something.
Yeah,
Or
and you got to think about this too, though. It's a habit from work, clean as you go.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, trust me, I didn't. I didn't work in the service industry. Um, but yeah, that's one of those things that I can definitely understand the anxiety of stuff. Like I said, stuff starts looking at you and you like, man, let me clean this up. Then you clean it up and it's like, I got to keep this clean. And then it's like,
Mhm.
then after a while you find yourself making excuses to not clean. And then a week later, you're cleaning again because you can't stand the way it looks.
Yeah,
And don't let
I'm known to
And
be throwing
then you get mad at yourself because it's like, I just cleaned. Why is it looking like this again? Oh,
and it'd be
because
like
you got
2 weeks later. Like, no, you cleaned 2 weeks ago. Like, you thought you was keeping it up. Yeah.
and
yeah.
time's at a standstill in your own place because you're there every day. You don't notice it. It grows, but you don't really notice it because you live there. And then, like you said, 2 weeks later, you're mad. Like, I thought I just cleaned this place up, even though you even though you know it was 14 days ago.
Yeah.
That's
Huh.
that's the crazy stuff. Now, one of the things I can say, and everyone in here has children. Um,
This is my second official Christmas being a grandmother. So I'm happy about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm happy about that. And I got to see my grandson, and I'm going to see my granddaughter soon, and I'm very, very excited about that.
and that's great, because we talk about being grateful at Thanksgiving, but we should be grateful every day
Mm-hmm.
because that's one more day we have to do we have that we can do something, and that's one less day that we have left. So we got to be careful because we're everybody in here, with the exception of you, Beanie, has a 5 in front.
Yeah, well, I'm almost there. Give me a couple
You're
years.
almost there. You
Couple years.
almost you almost there,
But
but
no, I just found out that my new nickname at work is Auntie. Everybody just started calling me Auntie in the last week, and I'm like, I'm not your aunt. I'm your coworker. They
nah,
tell
you
me
will.
that I have an aunt's attitude and I'm bossy, and then plus I'm one of the oldest ones there. So now my name is officially Auntie. So now my boss is literally signing Auntie on. So when I go back to work, my schedule will say Auntie and not my name.
Well,
Is
if would you rather be called something else? That be.
Welcome to old.
Yeah, this is new
Exactly.
to me. This is new to me. I'm like, wait. I'm not usually the oldest. Like, wait. That's not fair. How y'all gonna just put me in a box?
Well, join the rest of us in this box because
Yeah.
we are all getting there. But like I said, when we look at our kids and we hope they pick up our good habits, but you know what I've realized is that even though they may have picked up our good habits, we don't see it. We only see our flaws in our kids.
Yeah, ooh, that reminds me. The first time my youngest son cleaned the house to the way I cleaned the house. I came back and I was like, "Who was in my house? Why is my house? Who did this?
That's that's
Did you do
bad.
this?" Like, yeah, like I was excited and I was proud that I'm like, okay, so now I know I did my job because you are cleaning. You can clean the way you're supposed to clean, and now I expect that from you. So now he doesn't show me that he could do things because I told him if you show me that you could do it, I'm gonna expect it every time. So
Yeah.
now,
So he disappears a lot, I guess.
yeah, and he's the king of
He's
half
Houdini.
behinding.
He's
Yeah,
Houdini. Yeah, he
yeah,
does that
back
here.
and half behinding.
Yes. Or
Well,
he'll
y'all
make, like,
know.
I just got on him today because he'll bake, some brownies and make a cake. He'll take a slice of cake, a few brownies, and then just leave it there and expect
not
it to
cover
still be
not cover it up.
not wrap it, nothing. And it's hard as a brick. And then you want it to still be there. No, I threw it away. He's like, "Did you throw the brownies away?" Absolutely. You left the
Because
brownies sitting there. Yeah, I threw them away. First of all, I don't eat that stuff. And
Yeah,
you know, if you wrap it up, like if you're gonna cook it, if you're gonna make it, wrap it up. Don't half-ass. Don't just throw a piece of foil on it and expect it. You don't wrap it up
put
nicely, put it in a cake
and,
like a tin or something.
and not even crinkle up the foil. They just put the foil
Right
across
on
the
top,
top.
laid on top, just all nice.
I put foil on it.
I put,
I put foil on it. No, simple. Get it right. Oh yeah, but y'all know, being that I have all women on here and I'm the only male, there is a difference between man clean and woman clean.
Of course.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Now, 9 times out of 10, man clean ain't good enough for women clean.
It's not. It's not nine
But
times out of 10.
No, it's
however,
actually 9 times out of 10 because it depends on the man.
Yeah,
yeah, I was
that
about to
too.
say
That too.
that I was about to say because if a man is cleaning, if a man cleans more often and better than his women get kind of insecure. Are you saying that I'm not clean? Hey, that's an observation. I
Or
don't
it
got
becomes a
stats on it.
competition. It becomes a competition. Oh, you think you can clean better than me? Watch this. I got a trick for you. No.
I ain't gonna
That's
compete with you because I'm tired.
No,
Right.
right,
I
Kelly, right?
welcome it. I welcome it.
I'm gonna sit back and let you do your thing. Go ahead, you
That's
play it.
right. Do it.
And you
but
think you do it better than me, you go ahead. I might go behind you, but
Yeah. Yep.
as it
Listen
stands,
to
if
the
that's what you
time.
feel, do
Hmm.
it. Go ahead.
so we have a new guest today. It's Miss Andrina McFadden. She's down in lovely Columbia, South Carolina. She's also like me, she went to Benedict, and she is a member of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated. How are you doing, Miss Andrina? You're on mute. You're on mute. You got to unmute.
Okay, sorry about that. Hello, everyone, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
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 Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. So we have a Andre, an Andrine, and an Andrina. Can we get another one? An Andrinius or something? Andrew. Oh gosh, this is wonderful. Wonderful. There's no real subject to the show. It's just a Christmas Eve special. We just talking about. I know you have three young adults. One in the Navy, right?
Yes, correct.
And we were talking about just cleaning. And do your kids clean without being asked, or do they or they just come in and you gotta jump on them?
Oh no, we started real early, and basically we started out with chores, and they knew chores had to be done. And I think I had to get used to them doing the chores because sometimes when they did it, it wasn't of my liking. And then my mom would always say, "Listen, Drina, you're going to need help cleaning the house, this, that, and the other. Let those kids go on and help you clean." And after a while, like I said, they start to understand what my expectations were. And then, hey,
Now, okay, out of your three kids, you have two sons and a daughter. Which one was the best cleaner?
oh gosh. I will say now, the one that's in the military.
Well,
I would,
he he
I
had
was,
he kind of has to be.
yes, yes. Because I hear him talk every Sunday when we're watching football games and everything, and we're just communicating. He's like, "Okay, mom, I got to go clean. I got to do this. I got to do that. I got to go do my laundry." And I said, "Well, I'm not going to hold up progress. You go do what you got to do because I understand."
And you just gotta I know that makes you proud though.
You know, it does. And with three different children, you have three different personalities. So everyone, they get their job done. but I just see one that cleans more than the others. That's all. That's
Can I
all.
ask
But
you a
I'm great.
question?
Uh-huh.
How old were your children when they learned how to control the soap, the detergent going into the washer? Because some people use a lot, some people use just enough, and there's some kids that just you'll put like 5 cups of laundry detergent and expect their clothes to be clean.
Got you. So basically, a lot of the laundry detergent, especially the liquid, it had a cap. So I would tell them maybe, put in 2 caps. And of course, washers were kind of built differently too back then.
Yeah.
Um, Powder, they mainly got into the powder. So it came with the little scoops. They would put in maybe 2 scoops, and I would have them watch me do laundry. And they would have to help me, even down to sorting. So
Yeah,
they
I'm so
would know
glad
what to
for you
do.
guys right now. I'm so glad. Like, here, take 2 pods. You only need one for us. That's it. That's it. I'm like, because the way prices are going up. I was just wondering that because my son likes to wash his clothes a whole lot,
Does
and
he season it? Does he season his clothes like he seasons his food?
yeah, but yeah, he's a little heavy-handed. He's a little heavy-handed. And I'm not going to say he's not a bad cook either. And he just turned 21, so that's saying a lot. He will go in there and try a recipe, and I'm proud of him for that. But yeah, he's a little heavy-handed when it comes to the shake, shake, shake. And it's not like, his ancestors be like, "Can you please stop? You can stop now." We done sneezed already.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And he ignores them.
Oh yeah. I figured that much. I figured that much. The ancestors be out there talking about, nah, you good. You ain't wasting my good soap powder. Sound familiar?
Yeah. Yeah, or
Don't you be
dish
wasting my
detergent.
good soap powder.
Yeah, my dish detergent. You only listen, and the bottle says you only need a top full, a squeeze. Like, it's extra
Oh yeah.
concentrated. That will wash the whole sink. Like, yeah, no,
Oh
but no.
yeah. I remember that. I remember that very distinctly from those days. But yeah, but like I said, it's good when you see your children taking up some of the things. And one of the things that I always find is when I'm happy when I see my kid doing something that I taught them and I didn't even have to ask them, or they say something that I know that came from me. I get a sense of pride out of that, knowing that, hey, I did at least I didn't do everything right, but I did something right.
Mm, mm.
Oh yeah, and on YouTube land, we do have an our niece, so that's another one. So it's Andre, Andrine, Andrina, our niece. Any more A's? any more
Wow.
any more A's? Anissa. I didn't say that
I
out loud.
figured I figured you was gonna say my middle name. I figured you was gonna go there.
It's all
Uh,
good.
It
It,
is.
it's all
It's
it,
all good.
it's all good. I'm just having fun. It's like a family call. We all family in here. But
mm,
definitely, one of the things that we're going to have to continually be on our now adult children is that they can't be lessening up. They can't slow down. Just because they're a certain age does not give them the um, privilege to rest on their laurels. We gotta continually coach, teach, and mentor our children to move forward and to keep and to learn things and to do things of what they and apply what they learned, so um we don't have to worry as much, because we all worry about our kids no matter how old they get. Our parents, when they were around, our parents worried about us, and we worry about our kids, but we have to learn that we have to impart our wisdom to our children and our children's children. Now that everybody in here was a grandparent, y'all can all say, hey, I done been there. I know what you're going through. Just like my mother told me. She's like, I hope your kids is just like you. Yeah, yeah, about that. About that. It's all good. But yeah, I mean, I'm just saying I'm hoping everybody really, really has a great Christmas. I'm gonna cut this show early because I gotta Santa Claus will know that I'm awake, and he know that I've been a naughty boy, but hopefully I get more than a lump of coal. I just want everybody to remember the holidays. Jesus is the reason for the season, and good tidings in all. Before I go, I'm gonna ask my co-host to say something. I'm gonna start off with Bean. Go on, Bean.
Oh, sorry, I had to let my dog out. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I wish next year, this coming up year, be better, way better, and more prosperous for everybody. That's all. Good night.
Thank you, Bean. Apple.
I gotta be quick because the gremlin came in here. She's 3 sheets to the wind. Actually, 4 sheets to the wind, celebrating Christmas early. But I want everybody to have a great holiday and a prosperous new year. And I love you all. And I wish you the best.
Thank you, Apple. Go tend to the gremlin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a short one today. I know this is the day before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Hopefully, you ain't got a mouse. So I want to end it with this. I usually end it with my usual saying, but I'm going to say this: peace, love, and happiness, and may your 2025 be 4 times as better than your 2024. I will see you guys on New Year's Eve. I'm not going to do a Rockin' Eve. It's probably just going to be an impromptu show like this, but the show has to go on. I want to thank everybody in YouTube land. I want to thank everybody in Facebook land. I want to thank everybody in Instagram land. And you see these on Cuts Up, and tell a friend that the DFG Corner is back again. I want y'all to have a wonderful Christmas and and I'll see y'all on New Year's Eve. Bye, y'all.